One of the day's most intriguing matchups takes center stage in Los Angeles as the 15th-ranked USC Trojans welcome Fresno State under mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the mid-80s. The Trojans already have one impressive performance in the books after rolling past San Jose State 55-7 in Week 0, and the offense looked every bit the part of a national contender. Senior quarterback Jaden Mayava was spectacular, throwing for 397 yards and 3 touchdowns while adding 39 rushing yards and 2 more scores on the ground, immediately launching himself into the early Heisman conversation. Fresno State, however, arrives with plenty of confidence after a 9-4 season that ended with an 18-3 Arizona Bowl victory over Miami of Ohio. The Bulldogs have built a reputation for playing physical, disciplined football, and senior cornerback Simeon Harris will have the difficult assignment of helping slow one of the nation's hottest passing attacks. USC knows another convincing win would strengthen its place among the country's elite, while Fresno State has an opportunity to earn one of the biggest victories of the young season. The Coliseum is filling up, and we're just moments away from kickoff. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs taking on the 15th-ranked USC Trojans coming up next.
Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will have first crack at this one. Bryson Donaldson, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So USC's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Now on the counter. Find some fresh air. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. Could be an alley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Miller. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Martin back to pass. Here's the pressure. And they got him.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bought a little time, lets it go.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Oh, he's got a chance. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Martin will throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Jordan. Turning it on! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jordan. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowman. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The option, the keeper, knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Line getting set on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Mayav at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Martin back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Gonna try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll line up for a second down play. Tight end finds a soft spot. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Under fire. And down he goes. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And after that last completion left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeps it himself. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Back to pass, it's Mayava. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears, sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Running inside, it's Miller. Maybe some room here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Complete on the left to Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, USC!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
17, Fresno State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Look out, he's got room. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Picks up the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Runs through a tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Fresno State will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Martin will throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Miller. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Martin back to pass. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pocket breaking down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Caught behind the line. It's Bowman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Anderson.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Gonna take a shot on second and short. Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Quick release on the RPO. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. He's on the move. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained. There's a crease.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Runs through the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Hard running there. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Running inside, it's Miller. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to add another to their lead. extra-pointer right down the boulevard as they're now up 20 in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Martin will throw it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Fresno State right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mosley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback keep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So while not overly impressive on the scoreboard, the 15th-ranked Trojans get the win 27-7 at home over Fresno State. Taking a look at the team stats, USC had the edge in first downs 24-9, total offense 427 to 146. You can see the Trojan defense did do a good job, and the yardage wasn't terrible from USC, just not a whole lot of points. Rushing yardage, USC had a big edge, 221 to only 19 for Fresno State. Passing yards, USC had the edge, 206 to 127. Third down conversion percentage, USC had the edge, 61% to 30%. USC actually had the only 2 turnovers of the game, both fumbles lost. That probably kind of kept the score tamped down a little bit. And the time of possession was won by USC by about 13 minutes. Looking at the player stats, Jaden Mayava from USC finishes 22 of 28 for 206 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. For Fresno State, Christian Martin finishes 20 of 32 for 127 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Leading rusher for Fresno State, Bryson Donaldson, 8 carries, only 25 yards though. USC's leading rusher, King Miller, 21 carries for 137 yards, 1 touchdown. Jaden Mayava added another rushing touchdown this week as well, but good day for King Miller. Leading receiver for USC was Mark Bowman, 6 catches for 71 yards, though Terrell Anderson did have the only receiving touchdown of the day. For Fresno State, they were led by Jalil McClain, 5 catches for 33 yards, though Ezekiel Abbott had the only receiving touchdown for Fresno State. Leading blocker for Fresno State was Braylon Henderson with 5 pancakes. For USC, it was Elijah Page with 14 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Trojans, they were led in total tackles by Devin Bryant with 10. Tackles for loss led by Jontez Williams with 3. Sacks, it was a tie between 4 different people with a half sack each. Kennedy Urlacher, Jamian Winfield, Mark Conrad, and Christian Pierce. And no interceptions for the Trojans. For Fresno State, no interceptions. 3 different guys had half a sack. Auckland Asiata, Jazon Jax, and Kavion Thunderbird to tie for the team lead there. Jazon Jax and Kavion Thunderbird tied for the team lead in tackles for loss with 2 each, and Thunderbird led the team in total tackles with 13. Kicking stats for Fresno State, Manaki Watanabe missed his only field goal attempt, but he did make his only extra point attempt. For USC, Ryan Sayeri was 2 of 3 on field goal attempts with a long of 52, and he was 3 of 3 on extra point attempts. Punting for USC, Lachlan Kerrigan had 1 punt for 36 yards, and Fresno State's Taylor Jacobson had 7 punts for an average of 45 yards per punt. Kick returns for Fresno State, Rayshawn Luke had 4 returns for an average of 16.2 yards per return, and Jordan Malaulu, something like that, had 1 return for 14 yards. For USC, Brandon Lockhart had 1 return for 16 yards. Can't remember if I already went over that. Punt returns for USC, Zacharias Williams had 6 returns for an average of 6.1 yards per return, and for Fresno State, no punt returns whatsoever. Scoring summary: in the first quarter, USC got on the board first with a 30-yard field goal from Ryan Sayeri, 3-0 USC at the end of 1. Second quarter, the Trojans had a 26-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Mayaba to Terrell Anderson. It was 10-0 USC at halftime, low-scoring first half. Third quarter, USC adds a 4-yard touchdown run from Jaden Mayaba, but Fresno State finally gets on the board after a USC turnover. They get a 9-yard touchdown pass from Christian Martin to Ezekiel Abbott. So that made it 17-7 going into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, USC got a 51-yard field goal from Sayeri and then a 1-yard touchdown run from King Miller. And that gives you your final score of number 15 USC 27 and Fresno State 7. So a 20-point win for the Trojans. Not quite as impressive as the Week 0 win against San Jose State, but it's still a win. Trojans move to 2-0 in 2026, and Fresno State falls to 0-1 after their season opener. Headline says home field advantage. The USC Trojans are now 2-0 after defeating Fresno State at Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Highlighted players are King Miller from USC and Ezekiel Abbott from Fresno State. And you see USC led in everything and was able to get the win because of that. Next game coming your way is going to be another afternoon game, a 3:30 kickoff between FCS Midwest and the Arizona State Sun Devils. So traditional Big 12 power, Arizona State. We'll see them for the first time in 2026. But from Los Angeles, California, the 15th ranked Trojans moved to 2-0 by defeating Fresno State at home 27-7, and we will see you next time.